Hi all, I just had to post this story because I love it whenever I see a case where somebody has stood up to Donald Trump. Now, over time, I'm sure there's going to be more and more of these cases as more and more politicians get a little bit sick of the way Trump behaves and feels that they are emboldened, I guess, to be able to talk about Donald Trump in a way which makes us all realise that there are people with integrity. Now, this story about a South African ambassador, I think it's a crucial story because it tells us what it takes in order to have the guts to be able to stand up to Trump. Now, I wish that here in Australia, or over there I should say, our ambassador, Mr. Rudd, would choose to make statements about how he actually feels about Donald Trump, because we know how he's felt about Trump in the past. And sometimes I think we just need to be able to stand by our principles and say enough is enough. We've had enough of you. This is what we think. Your policies are inappropriate. You are damaging our communities. And in this particular case, it's about withdrawing of funds from South Africa, which is, and I guess the reason why Trump did that is because they're coloured. Now, and maybe he had the Nazi Elon Musk whispering in his ear about what they should do with regard to Musk's home country, given that he is a white supremacist himself. So in this particular article, though, what it does do, it tells us that that in South Africa, the ambassador was expelled by Trump, but was welcomed home by supporters, and so they should be. The South African ambassador, Rasool, has returned home after being expelled by the Trump administration. Mr. Rasool told crowds at Cape Town International Airport his US sanction was a badge of dignity. So be it, and good for him for fighting the good fight. In his address to supporters on Sunday, Mr. Rasool said it was crucial South Africa fix its relationships with the US. The South African ambassador expelled from the United States and declared persona non grata, which refers specifically to diplomats who have all their privileges taken from them. So be it. But it was by the Trump administration, has received a warm welcome home by hundreds of supporters. Crowds gathered at Cape Town International Airport surrounding Abraham Rasool and his wife Rosita as they emerged in the arrivals terminal and were guided through the building by a police escort. A declaration of persona non grata is meant to humiliate you, Mr. Rasool told supporters using a megaphone, but when you return to crowds like this and with warmth like this, then I will wear my persona non grata as a badge of dignity. He was expelled after he made comments in a webinar, including the Make America Great Again movement was partly a response to a supremacist instinct. Now, remembering that in Africa, during apartheid, these people are very sensitive to white supremacists. And of course, they could smell it, see it, and identify it, which they certainly did on this occasion. More than a week ago, the Trump administration declared him persona non grata and removed his diplomatic immunities and privileges, giving him until this Friday to leave the US. It is highly unusual for the US to expel a foreign ambassador, particularly one from generally a pretty friendly country. But in an address to supporters on Sunday, Mr. Rasool said it was crucial South Africa fix its relationship with the US after President Donald Trump issued his executive order last month cutting all funding to the nation. Mr. Trump alleged the South African government was supporting the Palestinian militant group Hamas and Iran and pursuing anti-white policies at home. We don't come here to say we are anti-American, Mr. Rasool said to the crowd in a post on a social media platform X on March 14th. US Secretary of State Marco Rubio said Mr. Rasool was a race-baiting politician who hates the US and Mr. Trump. Well, all I can say to you is join the party, because there are many people around the world who do hate Trump because he's a buffoon, a clown, an unintelligent piece of human excretion who simply is leaning further, and no, he's not leaning, he's on the right. When I talk about Tony, he's so far on the right that is heading to places where only Nazis care to go. So he's an abysmal human being, and he's chosen this opportunity to get rid of the ambassador for South Africa because he sees South Africa as he described it once, as a shithole country, and that he just doesn't like anybody who's got a different colour skin to his own, which is really odd because there aren't all that many yellow people around either. But nevertheless, that is what is done, and I guess we will see the consequences of that, because there will be other countries who over time will make a stand against what Donald Trump is doing, and I'm hoping that Keven Rudd from Australia will have the guts and the courage to do the same, because I think eventually Trump will burn so many bridges with so many countries that we will all band together as one singular unit who will fight him on tariffs, on defence, on everything that we can, and isolate the United States more and more to the point whereby they just become insignificant. So let me know what you think in the comment sections below. In the meantime, take care, look after yourselves, and more importantly, be safe.